Hey there. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really glad to see you. So today we are going to look through some more Christmas ornaments. This is part three. This is part 3 of our ornaments that we are looking through. I have so many Christmas ornaments for my main tree that I divided them into different categories so I could share them with you. And if you've been following along, then you know our first video was Disney ornaments, and then our second video was sweets and treats. And then now this video is going to be all about characters, toys, games, and maybe a couple books kind of things. But all the ornaments today are characters, toys, and games, and it's a lot of fun. These are some very fun ornaments to look through. And if you missed the first 2 ornament show and tells, I'll link them down below for you. I think we're gonna do one more ornament video after this. It's gonna be the vintage ornaments on my vintage tree. But I just wanted to go ahead and get all the ornament videos up for my main tree because I gotta get this tree up, y'all. It's getting close to Thanksgiving, so we gotta go ahead and put this tree up at my house, and I gotta go ahead and get the ornaments on it. So let's go ahead and get started. The first ornament that we're gonna start with is this very fun twister game spinner ornament. And this is what it looks like up close. You can see the little needle actually spins around, and it's decorated with some fun green tinsel right all along the edges. I've had this one for a few years now. I got it at my favorite little booth at the Southern Christmas Show called the Christmas Mouse. They always have so many fun ornaments, and this fits in perfectly with the theme of my tree. And it has, I like that it has that kind of the vintage style, like the vintage looking illustrations to it. And it's very colorful, of course, because Twister is very colorful. Next we have this very cool Connect 4 game ornament. See, it is just the game right there, and we have all the little openings for you to slide your pieces into. So I think I got this one, actually got this one last year, so it's pretty new to our tree. And then going along with the theme of games, we have this little Monopoly man from Monopoly, the Monopoly game, of course. And he is all tangled up in Christmas lights. He likes to come untangled sometimes. We have to wrap him back up in his Christmas lights. But he's super fun. I got him at the Christmas Mouse as well. And if you've been watching these ornament videos, then you know I got a lot of ornaments from the Christmas Mouse. So no surprises there. And then we have this little Operation guy right here, the guy from the game Operation. And he is very festive, even though he is obviously preparing for some urgent surgeries. He is very festive in his Santa hat. His little Santa hat is sparkly right here. And he even has on some Christmas boxer shorts right there. And he is holding He is just ready. He's ready to go. This is one of the most frustrating games to play, I think, in my opinion. My son and I usually just end up cheating at it and we play. Otherwise, we'll never get anywhere. But it's good, fine motor practice. And here we have our friend Waldo from Where's Waldo? A classic. So it says Santa find me on the little sign that he is holding. Right here. This is what he looks like on the back. There. He's just a simple little figure. He also came from the Christmas Mouse. Our next character ornament is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. And he is actually a Hallmark ornament, and he is a sound ornament. So he actually plays the Ghostbusters theme song when you press the button. We will not press the button. It's a little loud, obviously. He is from 2012, so he is celebrating his 10th year on our tree. I love Ghostbusters, and I used to love the Ghostbusters cartoon. I used to watch all the episodes. So of course, Mr. Stay Puft had to come be on our tree. And here we have another Hallmark ornament. It is the Very Hungry Caterpillar book. And look, the caterpillar is making his way through all of the pages here, and he's so cute. He even has like little strings here. There's little strings on him. I love this ornament because I love this book. This was one of my favorite books when I was little. I still remember the first time that I heard this story when I think my librarian in kindergarten read it to us. And I just loved the progression and how he went through each fruit and food and the colors, and that there were holes in the pages. It was fun. So of course I wanted to get this ornament. It is from 2008. The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So this next ornament has been around for a little while. Picked out this ornament when I was a kid. It's from 1992, but as you can see, it is Ernie from Sesame Street, and I'm holding him carefully because he has jingle bells that drop down here, so we don't want any alarming sounds. He's so fun. I remember we got him from the Christmas House store in Asheville, North Carolina. I remember picking him out. He has this little pom-pom right here. Here we have a classic Scooby-Doo ornament. It is none other than the Mystery Machine. And you can see we have Shaggy and Scooby driving. And the Mystery Machine is decorated for Christmas. It has lights strung Christmas wreath. Little Christmas wreath on the front. And Scooby is looking out the window. He's quite excited. This one is dated the year 2000. So it is 22 years old now. For some reason, we have a few Scooby-Doo ornaments. I mean, I like Scooby-Doo. I do. Actually, Scooby-Doo was my favorite cartoon when I was probably like between the age of like 4 to 6. I loved Scooby-Doo. So I think that's why my mom ended up buying a lot of these Scooby-Doo ornaments. Even though when I was older, I was in high school. But yeah, so I think that's why we ended up with a few. So we'll get to them. I'll try to spread them out. We also have a few Peanuts themed ornaments. So I'll try to spread those out too. This one is very cute. It's some of the Peanuts gang riding on a bus that has a Christmas tree on top, a sparkly Christmas tree. And we have Woodstock up here on the hood, and Snoopy is driving the bus, and we have Charlie Brown and Lucy and Linus. I want to say this one's probably from the late 90s or early 2000s-ish. I don't even know. I think it might have come from the Christmas Mouse. It could have. I don't really remember. This is what my mom got. Sparkly Christmas tree. This one is very fun. It is a Tweety Bird snow globe ice cream cone. And you can see Tweety Bird is inside. And when you turn it over, the snow falls down inside. It's really fun. It has snowflakes and some sparkles in there. And a very pretty ice cream in shades of pink and white. And we have a textured waffle cone here as well. I always really like this one. It is dated 2000, the year 2000. And you can see Tweety Bird has skis on and is holding a giant spoon. So it seems there is a plan to ski and then eat. So here we have a little toy ornament. This is the Fisher-Price 2-tune TV. And this is another Hallmark ornament. And when you turn the knob, the picture will move just like the real toy, and it does make sound. It makes the little sound too. You can see we have our little sound box on the back. This is a 2012 Hallmark ornament, and it looks just like it, like the toy. I thought it was really fun. So Fisher-Price giant screen music box TV, 2 tunes, 2 picture stories. A little graphic on the side there. This side too. I just love little detailed ornaments. So fun. And here's another Fisher-Price toy ornament. we have this classic corn popper ornament right here. It is also a Hallmark ornament, and it really does work when you push the corn popper. The balls pop and make loud popping sounds. This one is also, it's dated 2011, 2012. So I think I got these together. I got them at the same time. The Hallmark store. So fun. Now this is not a cartoon character or a book character, but it is a TV character. A classic. A classic TV character. This is Lucy. Lucy from I Love Lucy. I Love Lucy. And this is from the episode Job Switching, where she and Ethel are at the candy factory place, whatever, and they're trying to keep up with the chocolates, and then they start like eating, like putting them in their shirt and stuff. So I Love Lucy. I have always loved I Love Lucy. I watched it as a kid. I used to love to watch reruns when I was young. Well, pretty young, like 8, 9. I would just sit there and I would love when I Love Lucy would come on, like Nick at Night. So that was my thing. And my aunt actually got this ornament for me as a gift, and it's dated 2002. So I've had it for 20 years now. It actually used to work, like if you would wind it, the conveyor belt would move and the chocolates would go, but it doesn't work anymore. It won't work. It might be fixable, I don't know, but it's okay. It just looks cute. Here we have an original Care Bear ornament. This is one of my older ornaments from when I was little. We have Wish Bear. There's the little emblem on the tummy there. And she is holding a Christmas tree right here. I've had this one a long time. It's dated 1985. 1985. I love the original Care Bears. I used to watch the episodes and the movies a lot. It is one of my favorite 80s cartoons, next to Rainbow Bright and Strawberry Shortcake. Of course, I have plenty of others, but I'd say those were probably my top 3. I have a lot of the DVDs of the original Care Bears shows and movies, and I'm so happy because I got to share them with my son. I wasn't even sure he would like to watch them. This has been a couple years, maybe a year or 2 ago, but he actually really liked them, and I thought it was fun that he agreed with me that he preferred the older ones too. He will not sit and watch those new Care Bears, or he wouldn't do that now anyway, but when we were in our Care Bears mode, he was all about the original Care Bears, and I loved it. It was so fun to sit there and watch my old Care Bears movies with him and have him enjoy it. It was really cool. This next ornament is pretty fun actually because it is a little book. It's a little book. You can see. And it is called The Teddy Bears in Hot Water. The Teddy Bears in Hot Water. And it's so cool because it actually is a little book you can read. It's 30 little pages and it has illustrations. It has 2 stories in it. It has the teddy bears in hot water, like it says here. And then it says the second story is the teddy bears play a trick. Play a trick. Let's go ahead and read. You want to read? Let's read. Okay. So we have the teddy bears in hot water. Now, teddies, don't you run away. I'll be right back, and then we'll play. Thus Johnny speaks, then goes indoors to help his mother with the chores. The teddies, just to have some fun, climb in the barrel one by one. They think they'll have their master guessing when he comes back and finds them missing. There they are. The barrel holds the 6 all right. You see, not one of them's in sight. The tip of Simpy's tall hat shows, and Nora's just through with the clothes. So we have Nora coming out with some clothes. She pours the water from the tub. Great Scott, what's making that hubbub? The splutters, splurges, wows, and whoops are fairly bursting the barrel's hopes. Over the barrel goes with a smash, and out of its mouth 6 teddies dash. Nora's having a conniption fit, and Johnny is certainly scared a bit. Go. Whom do you think the joke is on? Who ought to laugh, the Teds or John? John, get off your duds and try another bath in suds. There's your picture. And that is the teddy bears in hot water. Here we have a Play-Doh tower, like a little Play-Doh Christmas tree. I thought this was so fun when I saw it at the Christmas Mouse. It is just stacks of Play-Doh cans, and it has Christmas lights wrapped around it. And it's topped with a little star right there. Lots of colorful Christmas lights, colorful Play-Doh cans. We'll look at another Scooby-Doo ornament. This is just a simple little cute Scooby ornament, and Scooby-Doo is dreaming of a giant sandwich right here. It's pretty cool because he has the dream cloud. We see the dream cloud above his head, and we have little stars on the back of his dream cloud, and he is just dreaming of the sandwich. And he even has a little stocking right there with his name on it, Scooby-Doo. And this one is dated 2001. This is a newer ornament to the collection. We have this classic Nintendo controller right here. I just got this one last year from the Christmas Mouse. I saw it and I had to have it, of course. Nintendo is awesome. I spent much of my youth playing on this controller. I had a regular Nintendo for a while. My cousin gifted his to me when I was about 7, I'd say. And I played it for several years until I finally got a Super Nintendo when I was in 7th grade. So a while. Played the regular Nintendo for a while. Our next ornament is this very cool Easy Bake Oven. And it looks just like the toy. Very, very cool classic type toy. This is a Hallmark ornament. It is dated 2015. This was a gift from my friend because she knows, she actually goes with me to the Southern Christmas show, so she knows I'm all about some ornaments. But she got this for me as a gift, and I love it. It's so cool. had an easy bake oven when I was a kid, but I don't remember ever easy baking anything. Like, I'm not even sure. I don't know what happened to it, but I don't remember using it. That's the weird thing. But it's still a really cool classic toy. Here we have Pikachu. Pikachu from Pokemon. And I've had Pikachu for a while. I got him in 1999. And I was not even into Pokemon. Never was into Pokemon. But he's dated 1999. The reason I have this is because even though I was not into Pokemon, I thought that this Pikachu character was so adorable. I used to love that he made those cute little sounds and all the little Pika Pika and stuff. Pika Pika, Pika Pika. So I really did like Pikachu. I thought Pikachu was adorable. So I ended up getting this Pikachu ornament, and I even had a little talking Pikachu, little plush, and his little cheeks lit up, and he would say like Pika, Pika, Pikachu. Okay, let's look at another Peanuts themed ornament. This is Woodstock. Woodstock is floating in a little cup of hot chocolate with marshmallows, and it says Christmas Cutie on the front of it. And this is a new ornament I just got last year. I found it at CVS. They actually have some pretty cute little ornaments sometimes. So I saw this and I could not resist it. It's just a cute little mug. He's just floating in the hot chocolate. Our next ornament is this very nice blown glass ornament featuring a My Little Pony character. You can see it has the My Little Pony logo right there. And it's green and pink and gold, yellow. My mom got this for me. This is dated 2005. I loved My Little Pony when I was super little. I'm not into the My Little Pony series of today. And this is she kind of looks a little bit more like the older ponies actually. Even though this is from 2005. But yeah, I was really into My Little Pony when I was like 2, 3, 4 years old in the 80s. So she got this just because of that. Here we have a Bubble Guppies ornament. Bubble Guppies is a Nickelodeon cartoon. And we have Molly and Gil and Bubble Puppy. And then on the back it just says Bubble Guppies. I got this ornament because this was hands down my son's favorite show. When he was super little, he adored Bubble Guppies. We would watch it all the time. He would just watch it over and over. And I actually really like Bubble Guppies. Like, I really do. I kind of low-key miss watching it. But he was so into the show from like the minute he started paying attention to TV, kind of. I mean, as an infant, when he kind of, his attention would go towards the TV. And this was huge for us through preschool, I'd say. And even though it wasn't his first word, one of the first things that he tried to say was Bubble Guppies, but it came out Bubba Cup Cup. And he used to say Bubba Cup Cup like all the time. It was so cute. So of course, we have a Bubble Guppies ornament. Our next ornament is this very fun blown glass Little Miss Sunshine. Little Miss Sunshine. Here she is. This Little Miss Sunshine there. And on the back we have very colorful rainbow design. Rainbow swirls. There. And I saw this and I just loved it. I used to read these Little Miss and Mr. Min books when I was little. And my son kind of liked them for a little while. He likes some of them. But I found this one. I got this one in 2009, before my son was born. I found this at Home Goods in 2009. I just thought she was so fun and colorful. Cute little freckles on her cheeks. Little Miss Sunshine. Our next little character friend is Frosty the Snowman. And Frosty is very sparkly. He's very sparkly. Unfortunately, he is missing some paint on the back right here. But he's still fun. You don't even see that on the tree, obviously. He's gonna phase out like that. But I've had Frosty for a few years now. I got him at the Christmas mouse. Surprise. But yeah, it's just basic Frosty holding his little broom, his pipe, and he has his red scarf, and of course his hat. Gotta have that. Makes everything work. So Frosty the Snowman. This one is pretty fun. It is a Wizard of Oz ornament. So here we have Dorothy and the Scarecrow in the cornfield. He's still kind of hung up right there. And the back of it is very sparkly. You can see we have all these corn stalks. These corn stalks back here. It's dated 2001 down here. But it's so cool. Wizard of Oz is a classic. So here we have another older ornament. This is one of my childhood ornaments. We have Big Bird from Sesame Street. Big Bird, he's just a little ceramic ornament, and he's not dated, but I know he's from mid-80s, probably. He's in pretty good shape. Still has a lot of paint, and he's not chipped. Surprisingly. Very ready for Christmas. A Santa Big Bird, and he has his sack of toys, sack of presents. Our next friend is Raggedy Ann, right here. And she is made of wood. She is a little wooden ornament, and she has yarn hair. Little yarn hair. That's what she looks like on the back. There. Little polka dot dress. But she is a little bit older. She's from 1991. I think I picked her out. I know I picked her out, but I don't remember where. I really don't. It could have been the Christmas house store. But it could have been a show. I don't know. But she's very fun. If you saw the last video with the sweets and treats ornaments, then you heard me talk about my original sugar plum tree and how I had some of the original ornaments from the early 80s still to go on this tree. So we had some of the original sweets and treats, but these were originally on my little tree when I was a baby, when I was was younger. And it's just these little blocks, just little blocks. And they're just very sparkly toy blocks that have pictures painted on them. Has a rocking horse and the letter A, and then just this little like noise maker looking toy thing there, and it's just very sparkly, very sparkly. I also have a drum that's sparkly, but I didn't include it in this one because it's not, I don't know, I didn't really think it was a toy per se. So these are the little blocks. So these are original to my first little tree. And this little guy is also an original from that tree when I was a baby that we have held on to. He's got a little tinsel. Got some tinsel in him and his felt, but he's just a little stuffed felt bear. You can see right there. He's in white and soft yellow colors. This little bow right here. Just a cute little happy stuffed bear. I should probably start showing y'all some Looney Tunes ornaments because I realize I have a few Looney Tunes and I can spread those out too. So we don't do all Looney Tunes at the same time. But this one right here is Sylvester. Sylvester. And this is a Hallmark ornament. And he's carrying a little bird cage. And there's a gift tag. There's a little gift tag. And it says for Sylvester right there. And on the inside, I think he thinks it is Tweety Bird. But what it is really is a picture of Tweety Bird on a stick of dynamite. Super violent for your holidays. So it is from 1999, and this is not one that I have had very long. I probably got it about 3 years ago at an estate sale. A lady had tons of Hallmark ornaments in the boxes. I mean, they're not new. She just, kept them in the boxes. But so I bought maybe 3, I think, from her sale, just because they went nicely with my tree. So we have this Sylvester ornament. Next we have this little blown glass ornament. King Candy from the Candyland board game. You can see this is what he looks like on the back, right here. It's very colorful. It's very colorful. His sleeves are cute. His little poofy sleeve parts kind of look like gumball machines. It looks like he has gumballs on him. He's so fun. I found him at Home Goods in 2009, and he seemed very fitting for the tree. Sparkly little doodads. And he has all these white sparkles all around his cape. So here we have a set of coordinating Peanuts gang ornaments. So I thought I'd show them to you all at once, pretty much. So here we have Lucy, and she is playing the triangle right here. It's cool when you hang these on the tree because they kind of look like they're marching around the tree, which is kind of cool. I don't know exactly how old these are. I think we got them in like the late 90s, early 2000s maybe. We have Charlie Brown. He is just playing the drum here, the little drum. And then of King leading the band with his baton here. Next we'll look at another little Scooby-Doo ornament. And here he is up close. We have Scooby all covered with Christmas lights. Lots of dangling Christmas lights and some ornaments. He has some little ornaments that he is holding here. And he is from, I think, 2000. He's from the year 2000. Yeah, so he is 22 years old now. Just a festive little Scooby-Doo. I've always thought this one is pretty unique. It is the dish and the spoon. The dish and the spoon from the Mother Goose nursery rhyme. Hey diddle diddle, hey diddle diddle, hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. I found this one at World Market several years ago, and I just thought it was so adorable. So I've probably had this one a good 12 years at least. World Market has so much fun stuff, and they do have a lot of fun Christmas ornaments as well. This next ornament is very large. It's very large and very heavy. It is Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, the chipmunks. This is cool because it's a sound ornament. Of course, we will not play it. But it plays the chipmunks song about Alvin wanting a hula hoop. And they are on this sparkly bed of snow. Right here. And it used to kind of like tilt back and forth. It doesn't really do that anymore. When you press the button, it would play the song and go kind of sway back and forth. Does not anymore. But this one has been around since 2009. 2009. We have Alvin on his skateboard, and then we have Simon unwrapping a little present. And Theodore, cute little Theodore, is holding some skis. I used to love Alvin and the Chipmunks. I mean, I still like Alvin and the Chipmunks. But when I was little, I used to love to watch the the Chipmunks cartoon in the 80s. And I love the Chipmunk Adventure movie from the 80s. Yeah, that was one of my favorites when I was young. So next we kind of have a little twofer ornament set. This is Foghorn Leghorn from Looney Tunes and his pal Henry Hawk. He's holding on to a little ornament right here. So these came in a set. They are Hallmark ornaments from 1996, but they are not original to me. This was another one that I got from the estate sale collection about 3 years ago. So this is one of the ones I got from that, just because it worked well with the tree. It didn't have a lot of Looney Tunes stuff, so decided just to get them. Got Foghorn Leghorn with his Christmas wreath, a little Christmas wreath around his head, and he's got a red ornament and a green ornament. And then Henry just has his little red ornament, and I kind of usually hang them close together, of course, on the tree. Just hang out together. Here is another classic toy. It's a Barbie. This is a Holiday Barbie. Holiday Barbie 1996. 1996. You can see her right here. She has a beautiful holiday dress on. And I used to love Barbies when I was really little. Really little. So I was not really little in 1996. I was quite out of Barbies by this time. But this was a gift from a relative, and I'm actually really glad that I have it because, I mean, Barbie is a classic. You gotta have a Barbie on the tree, right? So this is the 1996 Holiday Barbie. I had several Barbie dolls when I was little. I used to love to play with them. I had the Barbie doll houses and stuff, but I only had one Holiday Barbie. It's the 1989 Holiday Barbie, which was not super fun because, you know, my mom told me I wasn't allowed to open it, so that was kind of a bummer. However, I eventually opened it. Let's go ahead and look at another My Little Pony. My Little Pony. Now this one is dated 2007, but it's a little more reminiscent of the older style of My Little Pony. You can see she has a very glittery mane and tail here. Very glittery. And she's perfect for the holidays. She has her little Santa hat in pink and purple glitter accents, and she is holding a candle here in her little hooves. And I actually don't know the names of the ponies really. This one has a butterfly right here. See a little butterfly right there. She has like a little heart there on her hoof. I think my mom got this one as well. I'm pretty sure. Since I liked My Little Pony when I was little. Our next ornament needs a little help, but it's Kermit the Frog. And unfortunately, he has lost some color on his eyes, so I think he's to the point where I'm gonna fix him up now, because here his eye is supposed to be white, and then this black part stayed around pretty well here, but we need to fix this part here. He has this little felt collar thing here. So you can see our next ornament is this lovely blown glass Raggedy Ann and Andy, and they are just sitting on a crescent moon. And this is a very dangerous ornament because it is broken right there. You can see, so you have to be very careful with it. It doesn't look, I mean, it doesn't, you don't really see that when it's on the tree. You just see from the front, so you're not gonna notice that. And I got this at an estate sale about maybe 3 years ago now. It's actually kind of a cool story. The person who was the original owner, who was having the estate sale, someone that I knew when I was younger, when I was growing up. The woman's daughter took piano lessons from my mom. And when I was maybe in first grade or so, they invited us to come to their house for dinner. So our parents had dinner together, and the little girl and I like hung out and played and stuff. This lady, her mom, was a huge Raggedy Ann and Andy collector, and she had a whole room in her house dedicated to her Raggedy Ann. and Andy collection. And I just remember being in awe of this room. It was amazing. She had Raggedy Ann and Andy everything. And she even had a Christmas tree with Raggedy Ann and Andy ornaments all over it. Now, when I visited, she didn't have this specific ornament because this is dated 1998. So I had been there a few years before. But I never thought in a million years that I would shop her collection as an adult at an estate sale. But I did, and I found some other Raggedy Ann and Andy things there that I put in my eBay shop. But this one I got specifically just for my tree because it's so pretty. So that's the story of this one. Our next friend is fairly new to the collection. We have Combo Panda from Ryan's World YouTube channel. And this is my son's special ornament. We've had him about a couple years. We are no longer in a Ryan's World phase. That was a long one. I'd say Ryan's World was very big in our house from the age of 2 to 3 till about 7. We were all about Ryan's World. And it was so funny because when you're in the middle of these things, you're like, we're here forever. Like, I don't remember a time that I didn't watch Ryan's World. And then it's almost like he woke up one day and just stopped watching Ryan's World. Almost. Every now and then he gets a little interested in a Ryan's World toy if he sees one at Target. But overall, we are done with Ryan's World. However, we still have Combo Panda to commemorate that time in our lives. Our next little friend is this Care Bear. Here we have Cheer Bear with the little rainbow on her tummy. And she is sitting on a cloud right here. She has her little Santa hat on. And she's holding a present. I liked her. I got her in 2012. So she's not like a vintage Care Bear or anything. I think you can probably tell that. She has more of the older Care Bear look to her, which I liked. I remember I found her at Toys R Us in 2012. So she is my other little Care Bear ornament. Our next friends are these Dr. Seuss characters from the book Green Eggs and Ham. You can see we have a plate with the green eggs and ham here. And we have Sam I Am. And then this guy is named Guy Am I. But in the book, he didn't have a name. I think they gave him a name when they started like the TV show or something. But yeah, this is pretty cool. They're a little bit fuzzy, like they have a little bit of light flocking. They have a little bit of light flocking on them. I got this. I got this several years ago, maybe 10 years ago at least, 10 or 12, from a Christmas shop called Peppermint Forest. I kind of wish I had gotten a few more of the Dr. Seuss ornaments. They had a few, but this one was my favorite one that they had. Can't even remember what else they had now. So this was a classic. I always loved this book when I was younger. So we'll go ahead and move on to our Minion friends. I have 2 Minion ornaments. And the first one is Kevin. You can see he has an ugly Christmas sweater on. Has like a little minion ornament on it, and a Christmas tree, and a Christmas wreath, and there's like a little minion snowman even on there. But this is Kevin. That's what he looks like on the back there. I'd say my son still really loves Minions for sure. Minions, Despicable Me, but we're maybe waning a bit with that love. However, we did see the Rise of Gru movie this year several times. And he says it's like his favorite. So he still loves Minions. For a while there, we were really hot and heavy with the Minions. We still like them though. Then we have little Bob here. He's super cute in his pajamas with his teddy bear. Little Bob the Minion. Here he is on the back. Next we have this very festive Cookie Monster. And he is decorating a cool like holiday cookie train right here. It's very sparkly indeed. And he just has his sparkly chef's hat on there. He has his apron, but this one is from 2008. He's just a cute little Cookie Monster. We'll go ahead and do another Looney Tunes. Here we have Tweety Bird, and he is hugging a little plush Sylvester the cat, and he's just in this little trunk that has some stuff in it. It has a green candy cane and a red candy cane and a little present, and then it's like a little bottle brush tree right there. Just a little bottle brush tree. And there's even a strand of lights in there with him. I don't know if you can see them. Like a little strand of lights hanging out in there. And of course we know it's from 2001. It says Merry Christmas 2001 on it. This next ornament is from A Christmas Story movie. And this was always, and still is, one of my favorite Christmas movies. I know people have very polarizing opinions about this movie. They either love it or they hate it. And it surprises me the amount of people who've never even seen it. But it's the crate that the leg lamp came in, and it just says A Christmas Story here on the front. You can see, and it says this end up fragile, but the dad's like fragile. Must be Italian. And it's a sound ornament. I already opened it up so it won't make the sound again, but when you open it, you can see the leg lamp is inside, and you can take it out, and it's actually an ornament in itself. See, it's actually its own little ornament. It has a little hook here. I've just never taken it out. I just leave it in there. I guess I could hang it on the tree, but I don't. But we have the leg lamp, and it even has the little fringe on the lampshade. And I think it's cool how they have just the filling in here. This next ornament is pretty fun. It is made to look like an old tin toy. You can see it spins around. Just like an old-fashioned tin toy. I found this one on Zulily about 8 years ago, I guess. Maybe less than that, but around there. Our next character is Clifford. Clifford the big red dog. And he is all ready for Christmas. He has all around him. There's lots of Christmas lights. Just got him last year at the Christmas Mouse. I had to get him. My son did really like Clifford books when he was first learning to read, and we went and saw the Clifford movie last year as well. So it just seemed fitting to get a Clifford ornament. So we'll go ahead and look at another Looney Tunes ornament. Here we have Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck. He is flying this little airplane. You can see it at this banner that says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. And he is actually dropping a present in a little parachute. Just dropping a little present in a parachute. And he's from the year 1997. But I'm not the original owner. I got this at an estate sale last year. Actually, I'm pretty sure that I showed this to you in the estate sale finds video. I did maybe last summer, like summer of 2021, maybe. Maybe. I think he was in that video because he came from that sale. So I was gonna sell him, but I just decided to keep him because he works for my tree. This next one's kind of interesting. It is a rainbow peace sign with Hello Kitty's head on top of it. My mom got this a few years ago, probably about 10 years ago. I'm pretty sure she bought this at a Christmas store in like Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Yeah, it's a rainbow peace sign with Hello Kitty's head on it. I don't know what else to tell you. It's like a little wooden peace sign and Hello Kitty's head. Speaking of Hello Kitty, we have this little ice skating Hello Kitty. This little ice skater. That's what she looks like on the back. Just a cute little Hello Kitty in little red and pink outfit. She has like a little pink beret and pink and blue ice skates. Our next friend is none other than Rainbow Bright. Rainbow Bright. And she is clearly, well, clearly to me, she is not like a vintage Rainbow Bright. She just has a little bit more of a modern look to her. You can see she is with Twink and riding her horse Starlight. I love Rainbow Bright. I always have since I first saw it in the 80s. So I saw this ornament on eBay, I don't know, probably like 2008. This is a 2004 Hallmark ornament. So I just happened to see this on eBay and I wanted to get it. So I just got it. I got it from an eBay seller a while back. But it's cool. I love Rainbow Bright. I love that I have her represented on the tree. Our next friend is Thomas the Tank Engine. Right here. You can see he is all ready for Christmas. He has his Santa hat on and a little Christmas wreath. And then he even has like little strands of lights going around right down here. So I got this because my son, he went through a pretty substantial train phase. He loved trains when he was like 1, 2 years old, maybe like between 1 and 4, I'd say. He loved trains. He liked Thomas. He had a train table. He was really into trains. So I got this one because of that. Here we have another Scooby-Doo ornament. This one is from 2001. You can see it's dated right there. We have Shaggy and Scooby. Shaggy and Scooby. They are on this little braided rug. Right here has texture to it. Shaggy is holding this stocking that has a bone inside. And Scooby is super excited about that. It kind of looks like his little hat is flying off there. It's kind of above his head. Yeah. So, another Scooby ornament. We have one more after this. Then we will be through with the Scooby-Doo ornaments. Our next little toy type ornament is this rainbow rocking horse. It's like a pastel rainbow rocking horse. I got this one I think last year from the Christmas Mouse, and I just thought it was beautiful because I love the rainbow colors, and it has a little bit of like a Christmas holly berry down here, and it's just really pretty. And I also have this other rocking horse here. He is actually an ornament from my parents' main tree that they had when I was growing up. He's just a simple rocking horse. Very pretty. I just like put him on a branch like that. Slide him right on. But when I went through my mom's ornaments, when she wanted to get rid of some things, I decided to keep this one for my tree just because it works. It's a toy rocking horse. I'm not exactly sure how old this one is. It's probably from the 90s, maybe the 80s, but I think it's from the 90s sometime. Seems like 90s to me. Here we have a Hot Wheels ornament. You can see it says Hot Wheels. And we just have this little Hot Wheels car coming down a ramp. I am not the original owner of this one. It's a 2008 Hallmark ornament, but I actually got this one at an estate sale a few years ago. This was such an amazing estate sale. I could not tell you. Oh man, I went back the second day on that one. They had so much stuff. But I got a lot of stuff from my eBay store from that one. But then I picked up a few things that I wanted for me, and I got this ornament for our tree. Because my son used to really like Hot Wheels a lot. So it just seemed like a fitting ornament. Here we have a little Berenstain Bears ornament. You can see the bear family here. We have Papa Bear and Mama Bear, brother and sister, and then right there we have Baby Honey Bear. My aunt got these for my son maybe a couple years ago when he started being really into Berenstain Bears. I love the Berenstain Bears so much. They were my favorite books when I was little, so I saved my whole collection just in case. You know, if I had a child who might be interested in them one day, and he was very interested in them and is still interested in them. It's interesting because he was really into them, and we read them, and then we kind of took a break for a while, and then all of a sudden, like starting last month, we've gotten back into them again. So I am always down to read the Berenstain Bears. So we've been reading the Berenstain Bears every night at bedtime for the past few weeks again, which has been fun. But this was actually part of a set, ornament set. So we have this main circle ornament, and then we have Mama Bear in her little polka dot dress, and then we have Papa Bear right there, and then we have Brother Bear. Now this was quite an interesting choice as an ornament because he kind of looks worried. Why did we pick a worried Brother Bear for the ornament? But that's the look they went with. So we have worried Brother Bear. Then we don't have a sister or a honey. They didn't make that in this set. Instead, they went with the friend. I think this is Lizzie. I think this is Lizzie Bruin, sister's friend. It looks like her. I'm pretty sure it's Lizzie Bruin. So it's Lizzie Bruin, and then Cousin Fred. So we have Cousin Fred here, but no sister and no honey. But they're just these little bendy ornaments. Well, you probably could break it somehow, but it won't break, not like glass. Bendy ornament. This is our last Looney Tunes ornament, and it's Bugs Bunny from the most recent Space Jam movie. I just got him last year because my son was pretty into the Space Jam movie when it came out. So we got this little Bugs Bunny. He has his Toon Squad jersey there, and he's holding a basketball. He also came from the Christmas Mouse last year. Bugs Bunny. Our next ornament is this classic Tonka dump truck. You can see right here, it's just your yellow Tonka truck, and it has lots of glittery presents inside. And the front is festive. We have little Christmas wreath on the front. But this one's just a classic toy Tonka dump truck, and it's festive with all of its presents and Christmas wreath. I think I might have gotten this at Hobby Lobby, but I can't be too sure. I've only had this one for a few years. Again, another one I got because, my son inspired it. He used to play with his dump truck a lot. Here we have a little Alvin the Chipmunk ornament. He's just a very simple ornament. He has a little present right there. He's just a very simple figure ornament. Here he has his little red and green present. Has some glitter on it just to make it festive. This one's not dated. He's not really old. Probably got this sometime in the 2000s. Glittery ribbon. And here we have a little toy horse. Little, horse on a stick ornament. It's kind of Victorian looking though. We have this horse head, and then the stick, I'm trying to be careful with it because it's got bells. It's kind of like a velvet stick right here. And it has ribbons and like little lacy accents and stuff. I got this one from my parents' collection. It used to be on there. I think it used to be on their main tree, or sometimes my mom would do like a front hallway, like a pencil tree, and she had like a Victorian theme to it. I think this is what originally it was part of her, like a Victorian themed tree. But I thought I'd take this one just because it's a toy, you know, it's an old-fashioned toy. So I put this one on my tree. It has a soft, furry mane. Here we have another My Little Pony friend. Now, I do know this one is Rainbow Dash, but it's that modern My Little Pony, as you can see. It's like the more modern My Little Pony. The pretty rainbow. And they have the little emblem right there. Somebody gave this to me as a gift, I am pretty sure. It's perfect because I love rainbows. She has very glittery wings right here. My Little Pony. We made it to the last ornament. I figured we would just end on a Scooby-Doo ornament. So here we have Scooby, and he is in this gift box present thing. And he is holding a very large cheeseburger. And he has presents in the box with him and a large candy cane. And he also has a box of Scooby snacks. Scooby snacks. Right there. He is dated 1998. Here on the bottom. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Well, that wraps up our ornament show and tell for today. I really hope that you enjoyed looking through everything with me. I so appreciate you spending some time with me. I'm wishing you a wonderful